If you're going through something right now that you just don't understand, and you keep asking yourself what God is doing, stay with me for the next few minutes. Through a short story, we're going to look at what it means to keep trusting when the path ahead isn't clear. And at the end, we'll pray together, a simple prayer to help you set down your worries and unanswered questions for a moment, and hopefully leave this video feeling a little more peaceful, hopeful, and grounded in faith. First, let me tell you the story. Every morning, at exactly 6:17, Daniel walked out to the old mailbox in front of his house. He would open it, look inside, and walk back empty-handed. It had been 3 months. A few months earlier, Daniel had lost his job. At first, he thought he'd find another one within days. He sent out applications, he went to interviews, he talked to people, but either a rejection came or nothing came at all. Then he got an interview with a large company. If he got the job, a lot of his financial problems would ease. So that night, he put everything else aside and prayed for one thing. Lord, I just need this one chance. The interview had gone well. They liked his experience. They told him they'd get back to him soon. And then Daniel waited. Every morning, 6:17, the same mailbox. But no letter came. One morning, his young daughter, Emma, saw him walking back from the mailbox. She asked, "Dad, still nothing?" Daniel shook his head. No. Emma was quiet for a moment. Daniel gave her a small smile and went inside. That night, Daniel stayed awake for a long time. For the first time, he asked himself, if God really wants to help me, then why is he making me wait this long? The next morning, the mailbox was empty again. And the morning after that, a week later, Daniel had almost stopped waiting for the job. He started to think maybe the answer was simply no. But that same week, something else happened. He was picking Emma up from school. On the drive home, she pointed toward a small woodworking shop on the side of the road. A piece of paper was taped to the door. Help wanted. Daniel stared at it for a few seconds. It wasn't the kind of position he had been hoping for. The pay was lower too, but he knew woodworking. So he walked inside and asked about the job. The owner hired him that same day. At first, Daniel thought it was just temporary, but little by little, the owner started trusting his work. A few months later, Daniel was given more responsibility in the shop, and a year after that, the owner offered him a partnership in the business. Daniel could hardly believe it. The man who had once felt like his life had come to a complete stop was now standing in the middle of a path he'd never imagined taking. Years later, Daniel and Emma were sitting outside that same workshop. Emma was grown now. She suddenly asked, "Dad, if you'd gotten that big job back then, do you think you'd be here today?" Daniel was quiet for a moment. Then he looked toward the old mailbox at his house and smiled. Probably not. Emma looked at him. "So what happened?" Daniel answered quietly, "I was waiting for one answer." Then he paused. "But maybe God wasn't giving me an answer. Maybe he was changing the direction." Emma smiled. Daniel looked toward the road and said, "I was so focused on the one door I wanted to open. I never realized another path was already opening for me." Maybe there's a mailbox in your life too. Something you've been waiting to hear back about. A job, a relationship, a financial situation, a dream, a prayer you've brought before God again and again. And when nothing changes, a question slowly starts to grow inside you. Is God really listening to me? That's when waiting becomes difficult, because we often want God to give us an answer, but we've already decided what that answer needs to look like. We say, "I need this job. This relationship needs to work. This door needs to open. This situation needs to change." And when it doesn't, we start to think something must be wrong. But Daniel's story gives us another possibility. Maybe not getting the answer you expected doesn't mean nothing is happening. Maybe things are moving in ways you simply can't see yet. And that's where trust becomes important. Trust doesn't mean you understand everything. It means being able to say, "I don't understand what's happening right now, but I'm not going to let fear make my decisions for me. I can't see the road ahead, but I can still take today's step with peace. Sometimes we stand in front of one closed door for so long that we stop noticing the window that's already open beside us. We want one specific answer, but life may be asking us a different question. Can you keep moving forward even without having the answer yet? Maybe that's the question you're facing today. Do you really need to know what your whole life is going to look like right now? Do you need to know what will happen next month, next year? Who will stay? Who will leave? Which path will turn out to be the right one? Maybe not. Maybe you don't need the whole picture today. Maybe you just need to remember this. You are not alone today. Whatever your situation looks like right now, the value of your life has not disappeared. You're still breathing. You've been given another day. You still have another opportunity to learn, grow, and move forward. And if something difficult has entered your life, it doesn't necessarily mean it's only there to break you. Maybe it's slowing you down. Maybe it's teaching you something about yourself. Maybe it's making you stronger. Or maybe it's moving you away from a path you would have chosen and toward one you never would have seen on your own. And you don't have to understand the whole reason today. Maybe it's enough to say, Lord, I don't understand everything, but I trust you. Now close your eyes, take a deep breath, and slowly repeat this prayer with me. Lord, I don't understand everything, but I choose to trust you. Lord, today, I want to begin by thanking you. Even though everything in my life may not be the way I want it to be right now, I am still grateful for what I do have. I am breathing. I have been given another morning. I have another opportunity to think, to learn, and to keep moving forward. And for these simple things, I thank you. And for the things in my life that are difficult right now, the things I don't understand, the things I cannot change on my own, today, I place those things in your hands. My worries, my fears, my unanswered prayers, my questions that still don't have answers. I don't want to keep carrying everything by myself. Lord, I surrender them to you. Teach me to pause instead of reacting to every situation. When things don't go the way I want, teach me to stay calm instead of becoming afraid. And when a difficult situation comes into my life, teach me to ask, Lord, what are you trying to teach me through this? I know I might not understand the answer to every difficult thing right away, but I also believe that I don't have to understand everything in order to trust you. So today, I choose to trust you, not my circumstances. I may not be able to see the destination yet, but I will take the next step, trusting you. I am grateful for what I have. I surrender what I cannot change, and I trust you with what is still ahead. Bring peace to my heart, strengthen my faith, and teach me to keep holding on to you through every season of my life. Today, I don't need to understand everything. Today, I choose to trust you. Amen.